I'm excited. Here we go. Clean them up. What a welcome. That was disdainful.
That man keep my road.
That is pure brute force. And he's got another. How's that been taken? That is unbelievable.
Dominance continues in the Caribbean. The pitch at Providence is proving problematic for batters, but the bowlers love it. Guyana's own Shamar Joseph enjoyed an idyllic first test appearance on home turf. But South Africa's seamers shone too, with Vian Mulder and Nandre Berger relishing the spicy surface. 17 wickets fell in the first 3 sessions. Day 2 promises plenty more excitement. It's not often that the first day of a test match can be concluded as moving day, but that's what happened yesterday. Day 2 promises to be just as entertaining as we get ready for the start in this second and final test match between West Indies and South Africa.
In the air, and South Africa and Rabada finally have their first wicket on day 2.
Wicket 296 for Kagiso Rabada, and reward eventually for all of his hard work and his persistence. Chipped, and Keshav Maharaj makes no mistake. What they were hoping for, you can see the relief on his face. Markram goes without scoring, another batter goes without scoring. 103 for 8, the West Indies.
Again, that maybe just some variable amounts started to creep in, but Holder decided that was his opportunity before he looks for one. Yeah, just kept it low, almost hit the top of off. Given the short ball, then the full one, but Seals reviews straight away.
The umpire is given out. Continuing Seals is taking the review. Keep an eye on the big screen.
Okay, we've got pitching in line, impact in line, wickets hitting. Go back to Hassan on field to stay with his original decision of out. Hassan, you're on screen now, please signal.
The West Indies lose their second, and they've only added 7 runs on day 2. Seals gone for none, 104 for 9.
So wicket for Nandre Berger and South Africa.
Put down. It was about to be curtains for the West Indies. Joseph will play his shots. And Markram is disgusted.
I tell you who will play their shots will be Jason Holder. Whenever next he's back on strike, having seen the dismissal of Seals and now this opportunity. Yeah, should have been taken.
Just short.
Me first, me.
And they do get back for 2 eventually. Keshav Maharaj down there at long on. Good morning to Darren Ganga.
Morning, Ian Bishop. Greetings all. Day 2 of this very eventful test match.
All the way for 6. And a very well compiled half-century, an audacious way to bringing it up. His 14th half-century in test match cricket, and very, very important one. And he'll be hoping that Shamar can allow him to do some more work.
Also shows that there's merit in spending time out in the middle.
Very good stop. That is a terrific stop by Tony DeZorzi. That's the inside edge that Holder would have been hoping would squeeze into the outfield and strike rotated. After 2 times of trying, he nails that one for 4. The lead now 42.
180 now for 9.
I'm surprised that Nandre Berger went into the pitch again, as if to invite Shamar Joseph to play.
Kahisa Rabada, who played a critical innings at the back end in Trinidad, has to retrieve that one. Back-to-back boundaries. The lead now 38.
And the partnership 18, so valuable runs here for the West Indies. Remember, South Africa, their last wicket put on 63 to get them to 160.
That is audacious. It really is.
Maximum for Shamar Joseph.
Down the ground for 6, 128 for 9. Listen, some of these shots, though, and we've talked about it, some of these shots are reminiscent of more skillful batters who ply their trade higher up.
34 now for 9.
Quite complicated, fearless in mindset.
More runs, and very useful runs for the West Indies. Something about these last wicket partnerships. Another boundary.
Yeah, in many ways, he's forcing the bowler to bowl into his strengths.
West Indies 141 now.
Cage Rabada. See, he's trying to bowl a slow ball, rolling the hands, the fingers across it. That is beautifully weighted, just leaned into it, Shamar Joseph, so not just an out-and-out slugger.
Oh, given in the end. It came so late, that finger, he's reviewed. But Maharaj, the slower option has worked, we think.
Pitching in line, impact in line. Wickets is umpire's call. We'll go back to Saikat on field to stay with his original decision of out. You're on screen now, Saikat, please signal.
It will bring a close to the West Indian innings. It was Moti in the first innings who was able to break that final wicket partnership. And now Maharaj, the left-arm spinner. But what a contribution that is from Shamar Joseph. 25 from 27 deliveries to get the deficit to just 16. Beautiful thing about this game, it's almost like a straight shootout now. Holder unbeaten 54, the only West Indian to get past 30. A very similar story to the way South Africa batted on this surface. But folks, there's so much time left in this game. Say 3 days and 2 sessions, so time at the crease will be pivotal. Keeping bowlers in the sun, in the heat, also as critical.
Yeah, we heard both teams mentioning that it's a new ball wicket. They needed to pick up wickets early. Berger started off, picked up 3 for 49, and then Vian Mulder, Phil, he has been the pick of the bowlers for South Africa, 4 for 32, 2 for the spinner Maharaj, and Cage Rabada picking up a big wicket this morning of Jomal Warrican.
The game at a really exciting juncture. This lead is only 16, so you could almost say that both teams start fresh. They've got 10 wickets in hand, and obviously the West Indies will have to bat last on this surface, so could be very intriguing. And a top shot. Really nicely played and an excellent way to get off the mark and get South Africa off the mark. 4 for 9 after 1.
Yeah, he gets himself into a much better position here, Tony DeZorzi. I think in the first innings he was a little bit on the defensive side, but you can see he's moving well, a little semi into the ball. Nothing but a little push into the offside, using the pace.
This is so lovely from Markram, and it's a shot he loves through extra cover.
Yeah, it's just the energy from Holder. I get a feeling he's trying to feel his way into the spell. He's looking for a bit of swing. You look at the pace, it's right down. Looking for that swing, but beautiful movement by Aiden Markram. gets himself over this ball and wonderful position. There's nothing better than a beautiful cover drive executed the way that Aiden Markram just has.
There's the nick, but again, it doesn't carry. We've seen this often. Holder causing Markram, continuing to cause him some difficulty. 12 for none after 2.
End of the over. South Africa 12 without loss.
That line again, just outside off stump. You can see Aiden Markram being intentional of getting wider, trying to force the bowler to touch wider, but he played it soft. And I think that was key.
Beautifully driven through that cover point region, so Aiden
Markram
Markram quite clear in his approach.
19 without loss.
Talk
South
about
Africa.
spending time and just having patience out in the middle. Swinging away from Markram.
Pulled fiercely in front of square.
Pulled away by Tony Deserzi.
He was waiting for it, Tony Desorzi, and the execution on this occasion was perfect.
And the previous over wasn't quite there with the pull shot, wasn't convincingly pulled, but this time around, it makes good connection.
And time call.
So
lunch to be taken. South Africa unblemished in their second innings with the bat in this test match. They closed this first session on day 2 on 30 without loss with a lead of 46 runs.
We'll be back with you for the second session.
3 for 77 in this morning's session. South Africa will feel very pleased having not lost a wicket in this short period of play before lunch. Zorzi 19 from 27 and Aiden Markram 11 from 21. Jaden Seals, Holder and Shamar Joseph wicket last. Let's look at those economy rates, especially from Jaden Seals. Be a bit expensive.
So a look at where things are at in this second test, day 2. South Africa leading by 46 runs. We saw 4 glorious boundaries from the 2 South African openers. Maybe a sign of things to come. Batting definitely getting easier. Goes for the drive, didn't get good connection. Thick outside edge, but it goes into the gap through that deep third region.
Yeah, again, another full length delivery, shaping away from the batter, just in coming off the edge of the bat.
Nicely driven in the gap. Full commitment from Aiden Markram with that full pitch delivery, and he gets 4.
An expensive over from Jaden Seals thus far, 13 runs. Over pitched again and very well executed. He's enjoying this innings, Aiden Markram.
Runs flowing at the moment, a little too straight to start from Shamar Joseph.
Tony Deserzi gets a boundary this time.
Yeah, attacking that straighter line, but just going down the leg and nicely tickled.
3 slips in play still. And he's punched through that cover point region. Fine stroke from Tony Desorzi.
Now, this is what South Africa has done very well during their innings. Thing that has been pitched up in that full length has been driven firmly.
Edged. There again. Just wide of that second slip. Holder frustrated.
Yeah, this is exactly what Jason Holder would present, just a bit slower. landing safely for Proteas from the Zorzi.
Put down. Once more, the straightening from round the wicket, creating another opportunity for a wicket, and De Silva floors it.
They're again creating a chance, creating an opportunity for a wicket. Squared up the Zorzi, going with the left hand. Might have been a better option going with both hands. How much would this cost the West Indies?
Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. And that's the build-up to a wicket that we're talking about. 7 runs from the last 7 overs of control, and suddenly the Zorzi's patience runs out again from round the wicket. 6 times now in his career.
And Jaden Seals has dismissed him 2 times in succession in this test match. Just a tickle through to the wicketkeeper. The persistence pays off for Seals. And understandable, the jubilation. The Zorzi goes for 39. And finally, the West Indies get 1, 79 for 1.
Badly missed his length, and they've released pressure. First boundary in 78 deliveries.
Yeah, it's been relatively good today, Marty. This is one of the rare loose deliveries we have seen him bowl today. It's a drag down, and Aiden Markram, he's been out there for long enough not to miss out on that opportunity. That's a gift.
Yeah, we've seen Tristan Stubbs implement that shot quite a lot in the second innings at the Queen's Park Oval. There's something that he's been quite prolific at. It has been productive for him and very well controlled.
Yeah, improvisation, reverse sweep.
Catch it. Oh.
In the air and through him. Fielder who was at Silly Mid-off previously put there for this type of stroke. Alec Athanaze. Did it carry? Certainly did. Duly negotiated by Tristan Stubbs, and it will remain at all the ones. 1-1-1 for 1. Confirmation of how things have gone so far today. First session, 3 wickets. Second session, 27 overs, 1 for 81. It's been a heavy workload for Jason Holder, batting and getting to a half century unbeaten there to the end, and then with the ball. The swelter and heat, I can tell you that much. I was down there for just a little bit during the luncheon break, and man, oh man, is it hot. Markram unbeaten on 43, Stubbs on 17. Pavuma, Bellingham and the rest to come, they'll have a contribution to make later on. 12 extras in that 111.
It's been tough work for the West Indian bowlers. 4 bowlers used, 1 spinner, Jaden Seals, the only wicket taker with 36 from 9.
Yeah, lots of time left in this test match. An overall lead for South Africa by 127. Markram eyeing up a half century, the first for him if he manages to get there in this series. Zorzi looked good once again, but couldn't convert. 39 for him.
There's the reverse sweep. And they think they're in with 2 modes of dismissal here. The catch was taken by Hodge. Umpires will have a chat and probably a look as well. But again, Stubbs bringing the reverse sweep out. This time, not executed.
We have an umpire review for a fair catch. I've checked the feet and it's a fair delivery. I just need to make sure that it's not a bump ball. So if we could have a look, please, at front on. Okay, he's clearly hit it. I need to have a look at the side on angle. I think he's hit the ball into the ground there on that first viewing. Yeah, okay, I'm ready to go to the big screen with my decision.
That is shocking. Cracking, excellent shot, and Markram is extremely strong offside square.
A boundary to start the over.
It's been 46 deliveries since the last boundary has been hit. And Markram welcomes this short length delivery.
Half century for Aidan Markram. 11th in Test cricket to go with 700s, but critically, just his third away from home. It's been very admirable the way he's gone about producing these runs.
Of 103 deliveries.
Yeah, a sign of relief for Aidan Markram.
Slides on, and finally, Moti's resilience pays big dividends for the West Indies. Don't think he's going to review Markram. They've done well to build pressure. And a huge wicket for the West Indies.
A wicket for Guyana 40 and West Indies. Aidan Markram gone.
A celebration for West Indies. They've kept nagging at this length. They're going back. Would have crashed into his middle stump. Yeah, Moti is relieved of picking up his first wicket. Aidan Markram goes for 51. It's 120 for 2.
Came down the track. And will be a boundary, but fortunate boundary for Bavuma. One, 2-6 for 2.
They're advancing and just coming off the toe of the bat.
It didn't bounce that much. It's straight.
There's a fair way down. Will Brathwaite go for it?
It's straight.
The guy is square of the wicket and behind the wicket. They do review it.
Review taken. Keep an eye on the big screen.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. Original on-field decision is not out. I've checked the feet placement and it's a fair delivery. Can I have a look at front on, please?
Yes, boy.
Okay, just rock that back. Oh, you can play that through. Okay, it's clearly pad first. So we'll go to ball tracking when ready, please. Okay, pitching in line, impact, wickets hitting. We'll go back to Saikat on field to reverse his decision to out.
Very good from Guyana Moti. To be fair, Temba strides down the pitch. He's a short man. Very good review. Very good review. Bavuma goes for 4. 1-3-4 for 3.
40 strikes for West Indies.
Terrific again, terrific with that line. Terrific into that weakness of Tristan Stubbs. He keeps coming and coming, Jaden Seals. This is the beauty of this format of the game. It's a chess match.
The third time in 4 innings that he's been dismissed in this manner. Tristan Stubbs again, a feather through to the wicketkeeper. Again, brilliance from Jaden Seals. Standout, or one of the standout bowlers for the West Indies. Stubbs goes for 24, another start for him. 134 for 4.
That's a good shot. That's the sort of shot, if you get it, that this pair needs to shift the balance of power.
Yeah, diminutive wicketkeeper. They're usually very good square of the wicket. So offered some length and some width and was able to beat the fielder. And what a way to get off the mark. And that would bring a lot of confidence to Kyle Verreynne.
He has him, he's targeting the stumps. What a spell from Jaden Seals. He continues to grow in stature. He never relents.
This is sensational stuff from Seals. Previous delivery just going down the leg. This time, inside edge, ricochets onto the stumps. 2 wickets in quick time for Jaden. And he's beckoning them. Come out to the middle. Bellingham, another batter goes without scoring. 139 and half. The wickets down for South Africa.
Off the inside edge. Quite lucky on that occasion, Verreynne. And he gets 4. So releasing the pressure a bit. Runs coming a little more freely now.
Yeah, Jason Holder just searching for a bit of away swing. Yeah, fortunate for Kyle Verreynne.
Lofted drive. Over pitch, it was straight. A long on would not have prevented this type of stroke or even created any sort of risk in it.
Yeah, flighted by Moti. It's one of the first times we've seen him giving a little bit of air, inviting the big shot. Kyle Verreynne obliges. Beautiful shot. You can see how he's just holding his shape to gate to get it straight over the bowler's head.
Went searching. Rare miss of length in his last few spells for Joseph.
Just leaves Brathwaite, who's standing at mid-off, to remind him of the discipline required. He's been a touch full in this over.
Yeah, full toss. Maybe just tiring here, Moti, because last couple overs have been uncharacteristically loose. Yeah, runs continuing to flow. They did remove Athenaeus from the slip cord and put him in front of square, so open area for Verreynne.
139 for 5 when these two came together. On the back of 3 wickets or so falling very, very quickly. But Verreynne has gone to 32 from just 43.
As straight as a die. Down the ground, a couple bounces, rolls over the rope. Now, Kyle Verreynne moves on to 38.
Yeah, and I expect this from Kyle Verreynne. He's perhaps identified that the West Indies has been in the field for some time today. Right now, it's perhaps the time to put that foot onto the accelerator.
Huge shot. Was he hit outside the line? That's the consideration. Umpire Hassan Raza doesn't think so. And the finger goes up. Jaden Seals is elated. for now anyway. We'll have a review.
Give an out. The review has been taken. Keep an eye on the big screen.
Okay, pitching outside off, impact in line, wickets missing. Okay, we'll go back to Hassan on field to reverse his decision to not out. Hassan, you're on screen now, please.
Yeah, decision overturned. Yeah, that should challenge the boundary. It gets there. Ill-directed from Jaden Seals. South Africa count another 4 to their total.
Yeah, we've talked about this ball presenting a little bit of reverse swing. Just that angle again. Verena has the ability to tickle that ball quite fine. And he has done on that occasion.
And he goes for it. He gets it. Maybe not all of it. Yeah, he does get all of it. Just over the rope for 6. So a good strike from Vian Mulder. You asked me to be brave? Well, I'm brave.
Yeah, that's the modern way of thinking. They don't need any second invitation. He's beaten him in the flight. Didn't quite get there, but the extension of the arms. Yeah, it brings up a 50 for Carl Verena. Well played and a well-earned one at a crucial stage for South Africa.
That's a half-century for Kyle Verena.
Yeah, appreciated by his teammates. Quite rightly so. You can see the smile and the relief on his face.
It's dropped short, and it's got the treatment it deserved. That's a maximum for Vian Mulder.
And that now is the highest partnership of this series, in this series of any pair, 84. They're trying to inveigle him to play a big shot. Yeah, well kept out by Vian Mulder, and with him, Kyle Verena. They'll be very pleased, and so too will the South African team and management. Jaden Seals toiled tirelessly with some reward, but this session, 4 wickets falling for 112 runs, but this partnership has seen South Africa to a position of comfort. 239 ahead as we head into day 3. A pitch that was a little bit better for batting. We saw 17 wickets fall on day 1. Today was a little bit different partnership. The highest of any wicket in the series, 84. But another hot and humid day at the National Stadium in Guyana comes to an end. And these two all smiles. This Aussie got a start, got to 39, but fell to Seals yet again. Markram, his first half century, away from home in some time. Stubbs, another start for him, but another caught outside that off stump. A concern, an area of concern for him. Bavuma not really doing too much. 0 in the first innings, 4 in the second, but then the partnership between Verena and Mulder. Exceptional stuff from these two.
Yeah, it's been a tough day with ball in hand for the West Indies. They had to invest. They've done a proper job of that at Sesson just after lunch. They've been rewarded just after tea. 3 for Jaden Seals. He's been impressive once again. And 2 for 61 for Moti. That propels South Africa to 223 for 5.
All right, summary then. After 2 days play in the second test, South Africa and Themba Bavuma won the toss yesterday, elected to bat first. It didn't go the way they planned. They were 97 for 9, got to 160. Shamar Joseph, his first match here at home in international cricket, picked up a 5-er. And then West Indies, in reply, they got to 144 thanks to a partnership of their own for the last wicket. South Africa Second innings, 223 for 5, and that means an overall lead of 239.